Hi everyone, it's great to see you all again. I'm very excited to share my ideas about my workshop project with you guys and get your feedbacks and do more research on that. Well, this is the story behind my idea. I sometimes have students from different majors, from science, math, English, left-brainers. So they don't have any intuitive gut feelings, art experience at all, but they like it, they want it, sometimes they need to learn. I have some students from communication major that they're filmmakers. They're supposed to be somehow related to film with art, but they don't have any intuition. So I always worked and challenged by this issue, and at the same time, I was always wondering how else we can increase the effectivity or efficiency of our teachings in design and art, and what kind of techniques or approaches would be possibly introduced to increase the quality of teaching design and art for designers as well, especially designers, because designers are supposed to use the left and right side of brain equally to solve a problem. As a designer, we have to find the solutions rationally based on logic, which convinces the client. At the same time, we should have a gut feelings and artistic intuition to implement all those findings from rational scientific research. Well, in the proposed workshop, I'm hoping to bring a group of people that they are intuitive and designers, are left and right brain thinkers. At the same time, the other group of team will be people of rational and logical thinkers, like supposed to be politicians and lawyers. Well, they will work as a team to solve some problems. The problems I'm introducing to add some fun and humor to the game is the wall, not the Chinese and Pink Floyd wall, the caravan, not the RV, the Iran and the US nuke deal, 5+1, not 1+1, not 5+1, and the last global warming. Yeah, it's real. We have to find some creative solution to be implemented in individual life. So here's the process that I'm introducing in the workshop to be taken. The workshop will include 3 phases. I'm taking it from graphic design and filmmaking as a model. The pre-production, sometimes it's called pre-production, production, and post-production. In pre-production, the attendees will take a problem and they will conduct the research, rational and scientific, collect the data, collect as much as possible information, and analyze it, and then compose a text, 1 page at least, describing the problem as fully as possibly they can. The number 1 thing in problem solving, of course, is identify the problem clearly. Then they will write, as I mentioned, they will write a text, and that text is our base of a second stage of research. We will take the text to 3 models of discourse analysis, semiotics, and deconstructions. Why am I choosing the linguistics? Because by experience and study, I realized language stands on the gray area between creativity and rational thinking. Language can be an art field as well. Language is a mean of creativity, poetry, prose, and so on. At the same time, language should have a logic. Language without logic doesn't function. So we can have both in language. That's why I'm choosing language to analyze the information and then translate to visual. That's why I call this approach visual translation. We are taking the text, written or verbal text, and then translate to visual elements. Visual, suppose icon, index, symbol, which is coming from semiotics, or sense and reference, which is coming from discourse analysis, and the adjective, adverb, noun, and verb, they will help us to find the other visual vocabulary, like color, texture, scale, placement, poise, and all the other visual vocabularies. As soon as they gather this data, this will give us a shot log or list of objects to be shot or illustrated or visualized, which takes us to next phase called production. In production, members of a group, a team of the designers that in the members of a group, they're going to take the lead, and they're going to construct thumbnails, visualize it, photograph, illustration, and whatever necessary, they're going to do it until they approach to phase of composing and production. They will produce a motion graphics, a poster, and editorial, including probably infographics. And then after that, they will go through the stage of a post-production, which is the survey and editing back and forth, and doing the group and one-on-one critique to find out the flaws, the shortcomings, and go back to editing and improve the quality until the final is ready to be presented to all. In final presentation, we will discuss how these multiple solutions for single problem is effective or are effective, and what are the elements that makes those proposed solutions more effective, and how they approached it, and the reasons behind it. So simply speaking, we are going to go through process of a why and how, and every stage we are going to ask what if we do this and why not, and all step by step go back and forth until we find the most logical reason, and then present it the most beautiful way to the audience. And the outcomes are going to be presented hopefully in the exhibitions and shared with others. I'm excited about this project. I've been using for some years in my teachings, and so far it's been effective, and I'm trying to improve and make it more scientific based and conduct more research and see if there's possibility to even expand it more. I always wanted to find a solution to improve my teaching, improve my teachings and creativity as well. At the same time, teach art and design to non-creatives. I really appreciate your support and feedbacks and comments in advance, and I look forward to seeing you again. My time is up. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.